Hello guys, this is Pragya Sharma from Cloud Padle Academy. In this tutorial, we will talk about the second type of loop called the for loop. Now, for loop provides a concise way of writing the loop structure. Okay, so it's a very concise way of writing. Unlike a while loop, if for statement consumes the initialization condition, increment and decrement in one single line. Okay, so that all these three things that we did in the case of while loop in three different places. In the case of for loop, we write all these three things inside of a single line. So if you remember in the while loop, we first created a variable and we initialized it. And then what we did is we have this while and enter the condition, and inside this we write the loop statement and then increment or decrement part. But in the case of for loop, but all these three things we do it in a single line. So first thing is the initialization, second is the condition, and the third is the increment or decrement, and each of this will end with a semicolon. Okay, so we'll have a semicolon, testing condition, and so inside of for loop you will have two semicolons, and then you will have a starting for loop and the end of the for loop, and then all the statements that you want to repeat will be written inside of this block. So this is how the for loop is written. Now let's go ahead and see what happens. So first thing is the initialization part will only get executed once. So for the first thing is the initialization, then we have a condition, then we have increment or decrement. And then whatever the statement you want to repeat, then you have to write inside the for loop. So for the initialization portion, we only get executed once the condition, and the increment and decrement will be the one that will be executed again. So the first thing is once it is being initialized, we will check for the condition. If the condition is true, then the statement or code block will be executed, and again it will increment or decrement, then this part will get executed. Once it increments or decrements, then again we check for the condition. If the condition is still true, it's go ahead and execute the statement again, and then again we go for increment or decrement. And once we done increment or decrement, we again check the condition. If the condition is still true, it will go and execute the statements again we will increment and decrement and check for the condition. Once the condition become false, then the loop will end. So this is how the for loop is written. So let's do a simple example. So if I go back to my developer console, let's go back. You first initialize how we write the while loop. You first initialize it, you will write the condition, and then we will display the while loop. But in case of for loop, all you have to do is you have to do all these three things in a one single line. So the initialization for integer I is equals to 1, then I is less than equals to 10, then I plus plus. Then all these three things are happening in a single line. Let's display it system.debug, and let's we display the value of I is equals to plus I. Okay, and then let's go ahead and see that how get this loops get executed. So first time is this initialization portion is executed. It only get executed once. So I is equals to 1. Then we will check for the condition. If 1 is less than equals to 10, yes, this is correct. Then what will happen is this statement will get executed. It will display the value of I 1. Then this increment portion is executed. The new value of I becomes what? 2. Then the condition will be checked again. 2 less than equals to 10. Yes, that's correct. Then the statement will get executed and then the value of I becomes 2 now. Again, the increment portion will get executed. I is equals to 2 plus 1 becomes 3. Again, the condition will be checked. 3 is less than equals to 10. Yes, that's true. Again, the statement will get executed. It display the value of I is 3. Again, increment operator is I will become 4. 4 less than equals to 10. Yes, that's true. So again, the statement will get executed. So till 10 it will executed, like 10 will get executed. Then again the increment operator will be executed, that is 10 plus 1. 11 is less than equals to 10. No, that is false. So after 4 it will go till 10. We have displayed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But 11 is not less than 10 or equals to 10. This is wrong. This is wrong. 11 is greater than 10. Loop will end. So it will display from 1 to 10 in this for loop. So let's go ahead and verify if our assumption is correct. So we go ahead and hit the execute button. Debug only. So value of I would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the difference between the while loop and for loop. In for loop, all the three things, initialization, condition, and increment and decrement, is written inside of a single line. Whereas in while loop, we initialize in one place, then we check the condition, and then we increment and decrement. So they are being done in three different lines. Okay, so here we do it everything in one single line. So that is the main difference. It's more concise, it's more easy to write. So this is about the for loop. In the next tutorial, we'll do another example related to for loop. So I will see you then. Bye. Have a good day.